Will Pixel here, and today I'm going to be breaking down the Pokemon Generation 10 reveal trailer. Everything you see in this video are screenshots taken directly from the Pokemon Presents, so if you want to see the thing in its entirety, I'll leave a link to that in the description, and I really recommend you just go watch it for yourself. It's it's really cool what they did. I'm not going to be telling you about the whole thing. I'm going to be breaking down the important parts. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, first of all, it is indeed a Switch 2 exclusive, and I'm actually really happy about that because although I don't have a Switch 2 yet, because it's a Switch 2, it's gonna have really nice graphics, and that's gonna look stunning because it's a tropical region theme. And also, the fact that it's releasing in 2027 is the longest gap between generation games, like ever. It's 5 years. Speaking of 2027, if you want to help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers in 1 year, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoy the video, leave a like. And one more thing before we move on to the actual trailer. Winds is green, waves is blue. This is the first time we we don't have a red themed game and a blue themed game. I know you can make a case for sun being orange, but it's close enough. And so that has me thinking we could potentially be seeing a third game. Um, Granted, I have no idea what you would call it. Um, Warmth, maybe? Because red is a warm color? I don't know. But yeah, let's get into the actual trailer. So it starts out with this really nicely done. Uh, you're it's a POV, and the person is flipping through these photographs of a Pikachu going through all the different regions. Here's Unova, and then here's Galar, because I had to include it because we all love Chonky Chew. And yeah, it was just the detail on these things is stunning. Like you can see Hammerlock back here, and then just look at the buildings in the background. And then yeah, like Cramorant, and then I'm not sure what Pokemon, but there is definitely something else there. And just like the clouds and everything. It's really well done. Really recommend you see the whole trailer for yourself. And then, boom, the POV goes outside, and we're looking at the region. This is actually a screenshot from later in, but I think this one just really adequately depicts the sheer expanse that is going to be this region. There's lots of water, you've got these tropical islands and stuff, and then this cloud here. This is a point of interest. I was actually watching PM7's live stream reaction to this, and he mentioned that this is probably going to be a legendary, and I agree with that. Although I am going to say, well, excuse me, I'm going to elaborate that that is likely to be the Winds legendary, because the Waves legendary is obviously going to be underneath the waves. But yes, I do agree that this will likely be a legendary of some sort. And then here we have, I think this is the female avatar. We didn't get a whole lot of them, but from what we did see, I really like where this is going. Cause like it's just like you get the getup they're wearing is just like outdoorsy, adventurous. So it's like I'm guessing there's not going to be as much civilization as previous games, which I think is going to be really cool. And then, last but not least, the starters. I'm pretty sure these were the only new Pokemon revealed in the trailer. We have the grass bird Brout, the fire dog Ponbon, I think it is, Palmbon, and then we have the water lizard Gekwa. And I've already seen people clowning on Brout and Gekwa for being too similar to Rowlet and Froakie, and I'm having none of it. Okay, Gekwa, it's in the name. It's a gecko. It's not a frog. You can relax. And Brout, okay, I do hear you. We already have a grass bird with Rowlet. But here's the thing, Rowlet is a squishmallow. Brout here is straight out of Angry Birds. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing's final form is grass fighting. Just look at the man's eyebrows. Those things are. He has got some attitude. And then, and just the names of these things, I also want to point out, they are so clever. We have Sprout, which is just. They took Sprout and put B on it for bird. It's simple, but it works. Also, it's I think it's the first one syllable name since Gen 4 with Shinx. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And it's also like the fourth Pokemon with a one syllable name that can evolve. Because there's Ralts, Shinx, um, and then Meowth. And then now we got Brout. So that's only four. And then Pombon here is Palm is short for Pomeranian, and then Bon is, I think, bonfire. So Pomeranian bonfire. That makes me think this thing's fully evolved form is just going to be a giant ball of fire. And I cannot wait to see if that's true because that would be so freaking adorable. And it would probably also, considering it's a giant ball of fire, do a lot of damage. And then we have the most interesting one, Gekwa. It's the shortest, but that's because it's on all fours. Well, from this angle, I'm pretty sure Pombon is on all fours. I should hope that the dog has all fours. But yeah, from this angle, it it looks like the only one with four legs. And I can't help but think that's intentional because we know because it's a dog, Pombon has four legs. They're just obscured by the front legs. And then we have Brout, and these two are looking directly at us. They're pretty pretty round, and then yeah, they're just attentive, facing us. And then Gekwa here, I'm getting like indifferent vibes because it's not directly facing the avatar who I'm assuming is like right here, like their shadow should be right about here. And yeah, like eyes are not fully open. Gekko's just not really attentive, and honestly I kind of like that. Just the not as interested. Maybe you gotta earn its trust. Just and also Pombon, it's just a giant puffball dog, and Brout, it's what looks like a peep marshmallow with some leaves for eyebrows. But then Gekwa here, it's a very more fleshed out design because you've got these like teardrop eyelashes, you've got the teardrop print on its face. You've got pretty detailed eyes, and you've got like individual toes, not just this like general indication. You've got actual like, and I'm really, really hoping that at least one of these two stays on all fours. Brow, I mean, it's a bird. It never had four legs to begin with, so we're most definitely getting at least one bipedal. But I'm really hoping we one of these two's final forms is still quadruped. I, with Pompon, I feel like it's more likely, but I really hope that Gekwa also stays on all fours. And that's actually all I have for today's video. Um, yeah, if you wanna see the full video, that's in the description. The full Pokemon Presents, that's in the description. You just watch the whole video, and you're a cool person for that. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing to help me out on my goal of 10,000 subscribers in 1 year, and maybe leave a like. I mean, that part's like not as big a deal, but you'd be an extra cool person if you did. That was a really bad outro.